subdued than usual in their 14-10 loss at Redfern to Illawarra, there was still plenty of tough, legitimate head-on defence which blunted the Steeliers' early attacking raids. Souths had every right to complain in the 15th minute of the first half when English winger Henderson Gill followed a deep kick by Baker and certainly appeared to get to the ball before two Illawarra players, McPherson and Moon. The miracle catch of the season goes to Craig Coleman, the Souths halfback. Interfered with by Illawarra half Kelly, he appears to have dropped his head but still manages to catch the ball. A great run at the start of the second half had Souths fans on their feet. Down 14-6 at the break, Neil Baker sliced right through the defence, beating tackle after tackle. He fed it onto winger Lester Biles, who was put into touch with a great tackle by Owen Saunders. Maybe not the try of the century, the year, or even the week, but certainly enjoyed more by the scorer, Henderson Gill, than most. With just 16 minutes left, Souths desperately needed a try, and they got one from a fine break by replacement Peter Davies, who fed the ball onto Gill. A 40-metre sprint, interspersed with taunts to the opposition, had the Rabbitohs fans thinking of a win. Western Suburbs played some of their very best football of the season against Eastern Suburbs. This passage of play started with a good dummy half run from hooker Fowler onto Clark, then Wigham, who made a strong burst up the left. Replacement East forward Mike McLean is obviously a player with an old-fashioned idea. He doesn't subscribe to the view that a player should stay down if he's injured. He won't get any arguments from me. Michael Neal, however, may have a different viewpoint. With the score at 20-all, the Magpies unleashed their very best move of the day. Started by Fowler near the west quarter. It went through Warnocky, Neal, Webster, Craig Clark, MacArthur, Wigham and onto the flying Gary Warnocky. Now, when approached by the defence, he lobbed the ball back inside for halfback Michael Neal to gather on the half volley and appear to have scored a try. But the referee, Mr Barnes, really lost it in goal and ruled no try. West players were ropeable, and two East first graders I spoke to later said it was a fair try. Canberra were made look like premiership material by North at North Sydney Oval. Their little men Henjack and O'Sullivan led the parade with darting runs through threadbare defence. On the rare occasion a North player tried to run with the ball, they'd be picked off with torrid head-on defence like this tackle by Dean Lance on McCaffrey. Taking it in turns to wreck the Bears' defence, it's halfback Chris O'Sullivan who speeds through five would-be defenders to go close to another try for the Canberra Raiders. A solid part of the Bears' game were their restarts after a penalty. Here, one of their well-thought-out moves ends on the first tackle. Cronulla demolished a tired Balmain outfit comprehensively. Nonetheless, their coach Jack Gibson wouldn't be terribly pleased with his fullback Jonathan Docking's attempt to catch this kick. Under no pressure, he made a real meal of it. Fortunately for the youngster, he redeemed himself with two splendid tries. Jack Gibson is employing a new tactic on the sixth tackle. It's what I'd call a crossfield kick to the open side. It's fraught with danger, as can be seen from the outcome of this one. Cronulla led 12-2 at the break, and with 6 minutes to go to half-time, it could have been another try. Carney and Sorensen combined to put centre Mark McGaw on a touchline-hugging sprint, which was only terminated by a last-minute shoulder charge from fullback Petherbridge.